The electron transport chain is the last or the third stage as part of cellular respiration. So the electron transport chain produces 34 ATP molecules. This is an essential part of the reaction because it produces so much ATP. Okay, if we can remember back to the structure of the mitochondria, the folds of the inner membrane or the cristae increase surface area. That increased surface area allows for more ATPs to be produced. Okay, so with the electron transport chain or ETC, it takes place in proteins in the inner membrane of the cristae. Okay, so this is so the order of the reactions can be controlled. Okay, 34 ATP are produced, and oxygen acts as an electron receptor and is reduced to water. Okay, so we know that the electron transport chain takes place in the cristae. Okay, the cristae is here, the folds of the inner membrane. Okay, and we can see it on a larger scale here. The mitochondrial matrix is in the middle here, which is all this blue liquid-like substance here, okay? And then we've got the space in between the inner membrane and the outer membrane. So the electron transport chain is composed of proteins, these purple blobs here, okay? We can see that we've got quite a few of them, and we can see that we've got the electron carriers here, the NADH and the FADH as well. Okay, we can see that the NADH is releasing a hydrogen to the other side of the membrane, okay, which is making it become NAD plus. The NAD plus is then lost a hydrogen and becomes positively charged. Okay, electrons are released as well, and those electrons flow down through the electron transport chain, okay, through the whole entire thing here until we end up with the oxygen plus 4 electrons plus 4 hydrogens produce that water, okay, that water that is being reduced. Now, the really important thing to notice here is that we have a difference in hydrogen concentration on opposite sides of the membrane. Okay, so here with the ATP synthase protein, we've got a high hydrogen concentration on this side. Okay, and this side we're going to have a lower hydrogen concentration. Okay, if you think back to fusion, molecules move from an area of high concentration to low concentration. Okay, it's the same idea here, where the molecules move from the high concentration in the inner membrane space into the mitochondrial matrix, where there is a lower concentration of hydrogens. Okay, as the hydrogens move through this ATP synthase protein, ATP is produced. ATP is produced by the ADP, which is the adenosine diphosphate, plus the inorganic phosphate. Okay, that overall is producing ATP. This reaction actually is quite difficult, and it goes into a lot more detail, but this is the basics of the reaction.